All right, for more on this, I'm joined by Douglas Sloan, a political analyst and senior principal consultant with the National Capital Strategy Group. Douglas, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, your reaction to Trump's comments that he could bypass Congress to build the wall.
Well, to an extent, that seems laughable. There would be many legal challenges that he would face if he were tried to do this through an executive order or calling for a nationwide emergency to build the wall. Those funds for national emergencies come out of the Pentagon's budget. And this wall isn't cheap. Estimates put this wall, conservative estimates put this wall at $21.6 billion and another $150 million just for maintenance on an annual basis. So that coming out of the Pentagon's budget would be quite a chunk. And again, the legal challenges that he would face for calling a national emergency on what has been an ongoing issue for many decades would really face some resistance. He would really have some problems with that.
So before everybody went on their Christmas holiday, then House Speaker Paul Ryan passed actually in the House a funding bill that included Trump's $5 billion, but we knew, of course, that that wasn't going to get through. Then, following that, Democrats have basically introduced their exact same bill with $1.3 billion. There's no compromise on either end. Why isn't either party willing to move on this?
Well, originally, Trump said that Mexico was going to pay for this wall. So the Democrats are looking at Trump. Well, you said this wasn't going to be taken on by the U.S. taxpayers. This was going to be paid for by Mexico. He said that time and time again at every rally, at different press conferences, in the Rose Garden. He said that Mexico was going to pay for the wall and to trust him. He was a great negotiator. So trying to put the onus and put the foot of the, have the U.S. taxpayers foot this bill to the tune of $5 billion just to start, not en masse, not in total, just to start, is a non-mover with the Democratic Congress. And you can't blame them for that.
Why do you think that I guess, what do you think it's going to take to compromise and end this shutdown?
Well, an issue regarding everyone agrees there needs to be border security. The Democrats agree there needs to be border security. In the last budget, the Democrats agreed and they passed $1.6 billion for border security. Now, obviously not a huge concrete wall, which is something out of the Middle Ages that doesn't make any sense now, but for border security, they all agree, everyone agrees that we need better border security. The problem arises that Trump has only spent about 6% of that money since he's been in office. He's not even spending the money that he has on the table.
Why don't Dems want the wall? Why not the wall?
It doesn't make sense to have a huge concrete barrier that's some 20, 25 feet tall. And I think the U.S. border between the U.S. and Mexico is 1,954 miles long. It simply doesn't make sense. You can't see through concrete. Even the border security officials down along the border say, hey, it would make more sense to maybe have steel slats or some type of fence you could see through and see what's happening on the other side.
But then also the president said he was open to steel slats or some type of but then again, we're also seeing the Democrats not even negotiating on that point. They say they want Trump to reopen the government and then shut that down, which leads me to believe that they don't want to give him a win for 2020.
Well, the Democrats really don't have any incentive whatsoever to give Trump any win. They were elected. We saw a blue wave in November of 2018 of Democrats running against Trump and everything that he stood for. So to sit back and say, well, the Democrats need to give Trump a win would be counterintuitive to the reason why they were elected and why they're there. They were elected to fight Trump. They were elected because many people do not like a lot of Trump's policies.
They're a little worried.
And then on top of that, remember, CBS just did a poll. 59% of Americans don't even want a border wall. Again, Dems want border security, but it should not be tied to keeping the government open right now. We have 800,000 government workers that are not receiving a paycheck. And this is going to affect the economy. These government workers now that aren't receiving paychecks are not making or not engaging in discretionary spending. They're not making those buys. They're not going out to dinner. They're not taking or planning vacations. Some of that stuff will never be recouped, even though they will get, eventually when the government reopens, they will get paid retroactively. But vacation money or money on dining out will not be recouped. That hurts our businesses, thereby hurting our economy. So we really need to focus on getting our government open and moving again, especially since we've seen all this volatility in the stock market. So it's really a bad time to be engaging in these type of machinations and shenanigans right now. We need to try to keep our economy as strong as possible.
Both sides seem to be digging their heels in. Another meeting tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe it's a definition of insanity, expecting another outcome tomorrow, but we'll find out. Douglas Sloan, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.